the end of the day, I think anybody who is asking themselves the question of how does the PCR work, has this been verified, or is this a question of blowing up the pond and seeing a lot more stuff at the end? Now, I obviously have a lot of questions. I'm not sure what they're measuring in the beginning or the end. I would love to hear somebody who may know. I'm not sure what they're looking at when they say your ancestry is from Puerto Rico or Lithuania or something, based on a chemical analysis of something that has been put through a process like this. I'm not saying that I know what they're looking at in a crime lab. I'm not saying I know what they're putting in a genetically modified organism. But what I do know is that when you speak about genetic diseases, all of which have been found in this way, more or less, not all of them, but most of them. So for instance, most of the time, we're not even looking at pieces of genetic material. We're looking at proteins like in, sickle cell disease. We look at a protein which we state came from a certain gene mutation. So we're looking at proteins, or in the case of cystic fibrosis, we say this is a gene mutation, but we diagnose it with a sweat test, which is looking at the amount of sodium chloride in your sweat. This is a long way from being from actually seeing the piece of DNA showing that it's abnormal from all other DNA. And that is the reason for the disease.